So I used to sit in church and I used to write songs. So I write R&B as well. I write music. Like I like to write music. But I used to sit in church and write music, and then it got time when I was in high school, like probably straight out of high school. My boy used to produce, so I used to go to the studio, play around with him and stuff like that. Play around with, go in the booth, write the little, the little joke songs. I think I did "Suck It or Not Over," and that shit came out fire. It came out fire, and I really didn't start taking it seriously until 2017. To be honest with you, I went through a leadership program, and that gave me my little push. That was like, listen, because I'm writing poems here and there, and I'm like, no, I'm about to capitalize on my writing skills because I can write and I can make a song. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, all of these artists that come out, there's some artists that, some of the music doesn't even make sense.
That's a whole fact.
Some of the music is just like, are you kidding me? So I'm sitting home and I'm like, listen, if they can do it, why can't I? I can actually hold the melody. I can actually put some
talk about it.
So why not get into the music? So I started with spoken word. I did a couple of spoken poetry. I did the Poetry Cafe in Brooklyn. I did a couple of things in spoken word, and then I started working with my music officially, probably like 2 years now. And officially, I put out my first song this year. But last year was my first official time, like really capitalizing on the studio. And like from day one, I'm always hungry. Like I'm always eager to and ready to do, what it takes to get where I need to be. So I was always in the studio, and I'm spitting songs after song after song after song, and I'm taking feedback and stuff like that. And that's it. I just started really playing out my music, and I'm like, you know what? I know that there's a bigger picture for me, so it's more of a strategy than anything. Like I want to put out my music, but I want to also, send a message at the same time. I'm trying to help people with the experience that I've been through, help them go through the things that they're going through, like women. So,
talk about it.
So through my music, because let me tell you, probably like 2016, I was going through mad stuff personally. And you want to know who helped me go through my stuff? Freaking Cash Doll.
Okay.
The old Cash Doll. Her old album, the old Cash Doll, was fire because she was on some. I'm sitting here listening to it, and I'm in my bag. I'm depressed and crap like that, going through whatever I'm going through, and then I'm like, she's like, boss up, bitch, get the money. Like, what are you doing?
Go get that
stop
shit.
Worrying about everybody else. Boss up, you could do it. Like,
that was one of my questions. Like, so who was like your motivation that always told you like to keep going, like don't ever get depressed? And Cash Doll was one of them.
Cash Doll.
And I always tell,
Doll.
she didn't, because I always tell people this: music that you listen to sometimes is how you feeling.
Yeah.
And it's the music that you need to hear to get you where you need to be. Yeah. Out of the situation that you're in. Music is a very powerful, so powerful, because just like how you said, I listen to certain songs and I listen to that shit, my whole mindset of everything that I was thinking has changed. And I'll probably press repeat on that song about 4 or 5 times.
4 or 5 times.
Right.
And then after that 7th time, I'm lit. I feel like I'm a new woman. I can take over the world. That's a fact.
That's a whole fact. Cash Doll, listen, that old Cash Doll, popping. She definitely motivated and inspired me. It's like hustler's music. Like Nipsey Hussle is hustler's music. He's telling people he's telling niggas how to get to it and how to make it happen for yourself. And that's what she was doing back then. Like that was her thing, telling you how to get to it. So I got to it, and I'm not stopping. And I'm like, put my message through my music.
Besides Cash Doll, who was someone else that totally inspired you?
Oh, so let's start with my top. I'm gonna say The Dream. So this is people that inspire me and that I would love, like if I ever got the opportunity to work with people, this is who it would be. So The Dream, most definitely. And The Dream, he's so fire altogether. Like he helped me too. He helped me back in 2009. Shoot, like The Dream is fire.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if y'all ever just sat and listened to The Dream. Like he's so musically
inclined. Nah, he is. I fucks with him.
So freaking creative. And
Neo is too. I love Neo.
He's one of mine. He's on my list. Like he's definitely on my list. Neo's on my list. I have The Dream, Pharrell. Like they're so creative. Like the creative aspect. Missy Elliott. Dope. Creative.
Yes,
like that's one that inspires me. So, and I had DJ Mustard on my list. Like, he's fire.
Okay, so, let's get it.
Definitely.
So, what's something that's, I won't say weird, but I will call it weird because it's probably weird to others, but it's comfortable to you and I, that people don't expect you to be really talented and good at?
Probably music. People underestimate. So when they first see me, they don't think that my music is gonna sound the way it does, and that's probably like what they most underestimate me for is my music, and probably the fact that I do insurance as well. So that's another.
That's a fact. Shout out her insurance company because she can help you. Okay, life insurance, all of that. Okay,
hold that down, y'all.
Inbox her.
All right, get to that.
She will hook you up.
And definitely, it all flows. So whenever I'm on a platform or whatever the case may be, I definitely always shout out and promote the stuff. Not because it's my business and what I do and how I make money.
No, but you should.
But
you should.
Yeah, definitely because
it's your business and how you make money.
Most importantly, though, like the money is great. Like I'm telling you, like me doing insurance probably changed my life like crazy, and probably to the point where I still don't even know. But most importantly, it's really dope because the more I learn about it, the more I see help for our community and help for the people that's around, like people that don't know, because we don't know. If it's really not our field, we're really not going to read up on it. We're not going to study it. We're not going to research it, so we're not going to know because nobody's going to tell us.
Nope.
It's a whole fact.
So me, when I learn, I'm like, nah, I gotta tell my people, like, no, you guys need to do X, Y, Z, right. And this is how we could get financial freedom. Like, this is how it is.
And the young people are dying so
right.
young.
And there's so many GoFundMes, and there's so many people that have a platform to, give people messages or to, inspire and help people, but they don't use the platform in the right way. So listen, any platform I get, I don't care where it's at, I'm up there like, yeah, I'm on here, Lord. Thank you for watching. Listen to my music. Also, make sure you guys go get life insurance. It's important. Get it now if you can, because the older you get, the medical issues you come up with. Like,
and the more expensive it is.
The more expensive it becomes. And then sometimes it gets to the point where you can't even get it. So it's like, we wasn't brought up that way, but it's so much financial freedom in these things because I do investments as well. So it's like a different side, and I'm loving it, and it's just showing so much. It's just showing us potential. Like we can have $1 million in our savings account. We can, not even in our savings account, we can accumulate $1 million and not even take a whole lifetime to do it.
Nope.
Just have to know how to do it. And that's the one thing that I'm getting to. I'm teaching people how to invest their money the right way, get their priorities straight, because everybody's looking for some type of freedom, financial freedom. Yes, we have our creative zones that we get into and stuff like that, but you need to have the right path. If you don't have a path, if you don't set up a plan, if you don't plan and set up a strategy for yourself, then
not to plan is to fail.
Right,
girl, I'm gonna tell.
Talk about it.
Right, that's the whole truth.
Right.